Okay, so the computer decided to cut me off partway through case 10. So I'm working on uploading the first portion of this video right now, and while that's happening, I'm going to continue where it cut me off at, and that would be with Murder by Numbers. That's I think a horror movie starring Sandra Bullock. And then we have Murder on the Orient Express with a space for a Blu-ray, as well as a space for a DVD and a Blu-ray of Death on the Nile, because I think that might be the sequel to Murder on the Orient Express, if I'm not mistaken, which I very well could be. And then we have the true story of Navy SEAL Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy, Murph the Protector, right here. Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, which I would love to get a Blu-ray of. Mrs. Doubtfire, which I would like a Blu-ray of as well. I like to get a Blu-ray of. Then we have My Big Fat Greek Wedding 1. I don't really care to get the second one. I got this one free from someone that gave it to Dad at work. And then I have a space open for the 1981 version of My Bloody Valentine. And I have the 2009 remake of My Bloody Valentine right here. And there is a 2D and a 3D version. The first time I watched it, which has been the only time so far, I watched the 3D version with a pair of 3D glasses that came with the movie that was themed towards, I want to say Saw 5, but it could be wrong. I know it was one of the Saw movies that was featured on the glasses themselves. The classic like red and blue 3D glasses, which I think is the better version than really 3D personally. And before I show the next disc, I'm going to show My Girl 1 and 2 again, because when I go to do the sorting for these, they will go right before this next title, which is My Man Godfrey. Never seen it. It's a old black and white movie, I think. I think this might be a colorized version, but it was originally in black and white from like the 40s or 50s, I think. Then we have My Sister's Keeper. I got this one on an impulse buy because the little girl on the case looked adorable, and I like in a very innocent and family oriented way. I like cute kids because I get along really well with kids. What can I say? I'm I still am kind of a kid at heart, and so I get along really well with people that are younger than I am. And then we have My Super Ex-Girlfriend, starring Uma Thurman and I want to say Liam Owens, who is oh shoot, now I can't even think of his brother's name. Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson's brother is in this as the lead male character. Then we have Nanny McPhee 1 and Nanny McPhee 2, Nanny McPhee Returns, right here. Then we have Napoleon Dynamite, which surprised me when I looked up a list of Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints movies, because I later found out that the actor who played Napoleon Dynamite was a member. Was or is, something like that. And then we have The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe non-Disney version. Prince Caspian and Voyage of the Dawn Treader non-Disney versions on the same disc. Then we have The Silver Chair. which isn't present on the Disney version, so it's exclusively the non-Disney version there. And then we have Beyond Narnia, which I think is probably a documentary on the 4 I just showed. And then we have the Disney versions here. We have Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Disney version, which is the version that I've seen. I have not seen the non-Disney versions. Then we have Narnia, or Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, Disney version. And Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, right here, from 2011, which was a 20th Century Fox, not a Disney, but it's in the Disney continuity as far as 1, 2, and 3. They released a trilogy, but the third one was released under 20th Century Fox instead of Disney, Walt Disney Studio or Pictures or whatever. And then we have National Treasure, starring Nicolas Cage. And Nicolas Cage, again, starring in National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets, right here. There he is on the disc to prove he is in it. And then we have, like in the scriptures, Nephi and Laban, right here. And just in case that the video that cut me off didn't end up getting uploaded, I'm going to fold the page from where we were when that video cut me off, just in case I have to redo cases 6 through 10 again, or 6 through 10 part 1 again. And then I have a slot saved for a DVD of Nerve as well as a 4K, which I think would be a 4K combo pack, so I left 2 slots for that. Nerve is a virtual and deadly version of, or game of Truth or Dare, where you either do the dares, are a spectator, or fail to do the dares and get executed. And some of the dares are extremely dangerous, so you could end up dying doing those as well. Let's see. Moving on, we have The Net and Premonition, 2 Sandra Bullock movies right here on the same DVD, but I would imagine they would be separate on Blu-ray. So I have 2 spaces saved for that. And then I have another Sandra Bullock movie, 28 Days, something that I also want to get on Blu-ray. So I have a space open for that. Then we have Never Back Down. This is looks like a boxing or gym class type thing. Probably more so the boxing type thing, but yeah, boxing gloves gives it away for that. And then we have Never Been Kissed, a rom-com starring, I think, Reese Witherspoon, I think. I'm not entirely sure about that, but that would be my guess. And then we have The Neverending Story 1 individually, and The Neverending Story 1 and 2 combined. I have not been able to find Neverending Story 3, so I have 1 space open for that. And then we have New Testament DVD Presentations version 1 of 2. This one is just a single disc that looks like this, and it's for youth and adult Sunday school gospel doctrine classes. And then the second version has 2 identical discs that look like this. The first one has presentations 1 through 12, and the second disc has 13 through 25 for New Testament DVD presentations. And then I have the animated stories from the New Testament, Lazarus Lives, right here. And next, this is a Nicolas Cage movie. That's all I know about it so far because I haven't watched it. Or I've never seen it before, so I can't say much beyond it's a thing that has Nicolas Cage in it. The next 2 are the same movie, 2 different copies, and I'm more than likely going to butcher the name of it, but we have, I'm going to try anyway, we have Nights in Redantha, I'm not sure. My second copy, you'll be able to see better how it's spelled, and after watching it, I'm sure I'll know how it's pronounced, but I haven't watched it at this time. So it's another Nicholas Sparks rom-com, I think. And then we have Night at the Museum 1, Disc 1, Copy 1, and Disc 2, Copy 1. And then Copy 2 is slightly darker than the other disc. I'll go ahead and compare them here. Disc 1 and Copy 2. This one is slightly darker, as is the case for Night at the Museum 2, Copy 2, and 3, Copy 2. Here's Night at the Museum 2, Battle of the Smithsonian, Copy 1 and Copy 2. Again, side-by-side comparison. One is slightly darker than the other, therefore different. Then we have Night at the Museum 3, The Secret Tomb, or Secret of the Tomb, and the slightly darker, that one's more noticeable, Copy 2. Those came in a trilogy pack together with just the three, the darker look of the discs there. Then I have a 2-disc collector's edition of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a Disney Christmas Halloween movie that blends the two holidays quite well, if I do say so myself, and has really catchy music. Excuse me. And then we have No Strings Attached, a Natalie Portman romantic drama. And then we have No Way Out, a political thriller. I have a slot saved for a Blu-ray of No Strings Attached, by the way. And then we have Non-Stop on DVD. And I have 2 spaces open for a 4K combo. That's a Liam Neeson action comedy that takes place on a non-stop flight from New York to London, hence non-stop. And Liam Neeson plays an air marshal in that. And then we have, moving on, we have Northern Lights. Never seen it. Then we have The Notebook, another Nicholas Sparks movie. Never seen it, at least not all the way through. I may have seen bits and pieces over the years when mom was watching it. Then we have Now You See Me 1 on DVD ×2. They both look the same, so I'm not going to show the second DVD. But I also have the extended cut on Blu-ray here, which came with a DVD. And then I also have 2 DVDs for Now You See Me 2 because I got a Blu-ray combo pack that had the second DVD for it. And here's the Blu-ray there. Nice little cast of characters here. Got some A-list actors in there. Then we have The Number 23, a Jim Carrey thriller of some sort. A thriller, if not horror movie, right there. Really bizarre story. Basically, the synopsis of that movie is Jim Carrey starts reading through it a series of criminal reports, and the number 23 pops up throughout the reports, throughout the files, and he becomes obsessed with the number 23 and sees it everywhere. And then at the end of the movie, he finds out that police file was all about him, and he was basically reliving everything that was in the file because he had amnesia. Quite interesting. Then we have The Nun from the Conjuring universe with 2 spaces for triple formatting, and then it has been confirmed that we're getting a The Nun 2, so I have 3 spaces available for triple formatting that one. Then we have the Nut Job 1 with a space for a Blu-ray. And the Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature. Again, I have a space for a Blu-ray saved on that one. Then we have Oblivion on DVD only, which is fine by me because I haven't seen it yet. So after seeing it, if I like it enough, I will triple format it or dual format. Then I have Ocean's 8 on DVD with a special feature disc that looks exactly the same. Ocean's 11 on DVD. Ocean's 12 on DVD. And Ocean's 13. You may be wondering why I have those ones out of order, because technically Ocean's 8 takes place after the Ocean's 11 through 13, but I decided to put it in numerical order. Ocean 8 comes before 11, therefore I put it before the rest. Something a little unique about me is that I try and do stuff like that every now and again, like I just described. And then we have Old, an M. Night Shyamalan movie from, I want to say 2021. Yeah. And I was quite impressed with it. And so I decided, you know what? I would like to triple format that. And I haven't done it yet. But I will eventually. Then the next one we have here is Old School. That's a Will Ferrell comedy of some sort. Then we have Old Testament Stories. Disc 1. I don't know why it says Disc 1. There was only one disc included. And then I have a 2-disc set for Old Testament Visual Resource DVDs. And the discs look the same, but I'll say what they encompass. This one has the introduction through 1 Samuel. And disc 2 has 2 Samuel through Malachi. And then we have a DVD of Olympus Has Fallen, and I want to try and triple format that, so I have 2 spaces saved for a 4K combo. Then I have 2 DVDs of London Has Fallen because I got an individual DVD and then a Blu-ray combo pack right here. The Blu-ray is almost transparent. You can see my hand through it. And then I have 2 spaces saved for a 4K combo of that, as well as this next one, which is Angel Has Fallen. Both discs look the same. Here's the DVD. The Blu-ray looks exactly the same, but has the Blu-ray logo instead of the DVD video logo. I have 2 spaces saved for a 4K combo for that as well. And then we have the Omega Code 1 right here. And the Omega Code 2, Megado. I'll have to rewatch those because neither one made any sense when I first time viewed them. And then we have The Omen on DVD, or on Blu-ray. Depending on how much I enjoy the Omen series, here's Omen 2 on Blu-ray. I might get a 4-film DVD collection. I got the 4-film Blu-ray collection, obviously, because I'm showing them off right now. Here's Omen 3, The Final Conflict. That was the end of a trilogy. However, there is a I want to say 2006 remake called The Omen 666, which is the Devil's Calling card. And okay, next up is On the Way Home, a church training video of some sort, as is this, On the Lord's Errand. Then I have a Blu-ray DVD combo pack, or it wasn't a combo pack, it was a DVD and then a Blu-ray, each separately. But both discs look the same. So I have a Blu-ray and a DVD of Once I Was a Beehive, which I think is a really cute and fun movie to watch. May not be all that accurate, but of the girls' camp experience that our church offers, but it's fun. I don't know what the girls' camp experience is truly like, so this is as close as I can get to that, to experiencing that until I have a daughter of my own who goes off to girls' camp. Then she can tell me what it was like. And I also have a Blu-ray and DVD combo, or not combo, again, it was separately, for Once I Was Engaged, which is a sequel to Once I Was a Beehive. And the Blu-ray looks exactly the same as that, and so I'm not going to show both like I didn't for Once I Was a Beehive, but moving on is 1 Million Years BC. I think this is like a 80s movie or 1980s, maybe late 70s movie. Haven't seen it yet. I saw the trailer and it looked a little weird, but I like things that are a little weird, so there you go. Then I have the next 5 discs are Cary Grant movies that came in a 5-movie collection, and that is The Awful Truth, His Girl Friday, The Talk of the Town, Holiday, and Only Angels Have Wings. The reason it's under O is for that last title there. And then we have Onward on DVD with spaces open for, I believe, triple formatting, or at least the Blu-ray or the DVD Blu-ray combo pack there. Then we have Open Season 1, Copy 1, and Copy 2. Open Season 2, Open Season 3, and Open Season Scared Silly. I believe this is a Halloween special. Then we have Open Water 1, Open Water 2, Adrift, and a space open for Open Water 3, which I don't remember the subtitle of, because 2 is subtitled Adrift. I don't remember what the third one subtitle is. I haven't gotten that one yet, so I have a space open for it. What the heck? Oh, yeah. Then we have Original Sin on DVD with a space open for a Blu-ray, I believe. And then 3 spaces open for Orphan First Kill to triple format that one. And then I have an existing DVD for Orphan. And then I have 2 slots open for a 4K Blu-ray combo. And then we have The Other Side of Heaven, which is a great little missionary movie there, as is this one, The Other Side of Heaven 2, Faith or Fire of Faith. The true story continues. Yeah. And then we have Our Heavenly Father's Plan right here. The Outsiders. Over the Hedge. Override with a slot for a Blu-ray saved. So I was quite impressed with that one. It's simple, but I was quite impressed all the same. Sci-fi murder mystery type thing. And then we have The Pacific, Disc 1. This features parts 1 and 2. Disc 2 has parts 3 and 4. Disc 3 has parts 5 and 6. Oops. Disc 4 has parts 7 and 8. And the last disc, Disc 5, has parts 9 and 10 right here. And then we have Vin Diesel in The Pacifier. Hilarious movie. I love this movie. Paddington 1 on DVD. And Blu-ray, because I got a Blu-ray DVD combo for that one. And then I have Paddington 2 on DVD with 2 slots open for a Blu-ray DVD combo. Then we have The Page Master, which sounds like it's a Harry Potter style movie a little bit, kind of some fantasy going on there. And then we have Panic Room, which looks like a horror movie, sounds like one too. Then we have Pal Joey from 1957. I haven't seen this one yet, so I don't know what to expect from it, other than it being from 1957. Then we have Paranormal Activity 1 on DVD with 2 slots open for a Blu-ray combo pack. And then same is true for Paranormal Activity 2 here. I have a DVD and 2 slots open for the Blu-ray combo pack. And then I have an existing Blu-ray combo pack and an individual DVD for Paranormal Activity 3. I'll show you the Blu-ray here. Looks like that. And then I have Paranormal Activity 4 with 2 spaces open for the DVD combo or Blu-ray combo pack. And then Paranormal Activity 5, the marked ones, with 2 slots available for Blu-ray combo pack. And as well as Paranormal Activity 6, the Ghost Dimension. This time you can see the activity. And I have 2 slots saved for the Blu-ray combo pack of that. And then we have 30 Nights of Paranormal Activity with the devil inside the girl with the dragon tattoo. Long movie title right there. And it is a bizarre spoof that leaves you wondering why they made it, but I enjoy that sort of thing, so there you go. Then we have the Parent Trap 2 movie collection with Parent Trap 1 and 2. And I didn't even know there were 2 of them until I got this collector set, or 2 movie collection set, which also had a special feature disc right here. And then there is a remake, the Parent Trap Special Double Trouble edition, where Lindsay Lohan plays both of the twin girls here. And then we have Parkland, about the JFK assassination. Passengers, version 1. This version came out in 2009 and stars Anne Hathaway and, what's the guy's name? He played Raoul in Family Opera with Gerard Butler as the Phantom, and he was also Ocean Master in Aquaman 1, who's the villain for Aquaman, aka Jason Momoa's version. I have Patrick Wilson, that's who it is. It just came to me. And then I have slots saved for 4K combos there, as well as for this version, Passengers 2016, which is a very different story. This one takes place largely in space, where initially Chris Pratt's character is alone on a spaceship because he ended up waking up from his stasis pod, ended up breaking down and waking him up a mere 90 years too early. And for the first hour or so of the movie, he's completely alone and kind of losing his mind a bit. And then he happens across a stasis pod for Jennifer Lawrence's character, and debates with himself for a few months, like should I wake her up and because I've begun falling in love with her from reading her newspaper articles and reading about her life and why she's on this voyage as well, or should I just leave her in cryosleep and be forever alone until I die of old age aboard the ship all alone? he ends up waking her up, and they do fall in love. And when she finds out that he woke her up on purpose, she gets very mad at him, as you do. Anyway, all that being said, we're moving on. I have 2 slots available for 4K Blu-ray combo or triple formatting. Then we have The Patriot on DVD, which is I think, American Civil War story, maybe Revolutionary War, and then we have The Patriot Extended Cut on Blu-ray, and then in a previous video, I mentioned, or a previous part of a video, I mentioned how I had 2 copies of Patriot Games, how I had a DVD and a Blu-ray. Here's the Blu-ray under P for Patriot Games. And then I have Paul Blart Mall Cop 1 and 2 on the same DVD. I imagine they would be separate on Blu-ray, so I have 2 spaces saved. And then we have Paycheck right here. The only thing I know about this movie is that it stars Ben Affleck, Aaron Eckhart, and Uma Thurman. We have Daredevil / Batman, Two-Face, and Poison Ivy. And then we have The Peacemaker. This is a older DreamWorks movie. I'm not sure when it came out, but I want to say it was like early 2000s. Then we have a Charlie Brown Christmas 50th Anniversary DVD, Deluxe Edition, which is here because of the Peanuts movie, which I have on Blu-ray DVD combo pack, right there. And then we have Pearl Harbor 60th Anniversary Commemorative Edition of the event itself. Disc 1 and Disc 2. And I have 2 slots open for triple formatting. Then we have Penelope, Penny Serenade. That's another really old movie, I think, from like the 40s, maybe. Oh. And then we have Peppermint, which isn't what you would think it is. It's a R-rated action movie starring Jennifer Garner, who pulls a John Wick on a bunch of criminals. And then I want to triple format that because I was thoroughly impressed with it. And then we have Pentatonix, That's Christmas to Me, that musical album. And then we have Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, and Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters. I thought they were pretty good. I think Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, the first one is better than the second one, I think. But I do like them both. And then we have A Perfect Murder, which I think is a whodunit murder mystery. Then we have The Perfect Score, featuring young versions of Scarlett Johansson, I think Reese Witherspoon, and Chris Evans. Those are the 3 actors that I know the names of on the disc. Then we have Persuasion, which is PG, from 1955. Or 55? 1995. Wow, that was a misspeak. Then we have Stephen King's 1989 The Pet Sematary. I specified the 1989 version because I also have the remake from 2019. And I want that one on triple formats, as well as triple formatting Pet Sematary 2. Oops. And the 2019 remake. There we go. And then we have Pete's Dragon, the original, and Pete's Dragon, the remake from 2016. I would say live action remake, but they're both live action. It's just the dragon in the original itself was animated, but the rest of the movie was live action. This one has a CGI dragon that looks furry, like a dog or something. It looks pretty cool still though. And I want to try and get Blu-ray DVD combo packs for both of those. Then we have the classic cartoon version of Peter Pan on 2-disc Platinum Edition. Here's disc 1 with Peter. And here is disc 2 with Wendy, Michael, and John. And Trails of Pixie Dust. And I want to try and get a Blu-ray combo pack for that one, which I imagine would be 3 discs. And then Peter Pan in Return to Neverland, or Peter Pan 2. This one, like with Little Mermaid 2, this one is my favorite of the original 2. And I want to try and dual format that with a Blu-ray combo pack. And then we have a 2004 live-action Peter Pan movie with Tinkerbell on the disc. This one featured Jason Isaacs, aka Lucius Malfoy, as Captain Hook and Mr. Darling. And here's the soundtrack for that movie, and I would like to try and get a Blu-ray for that. And a 4K, it looks like. And then I want to try and get Pan on DVD and 4K combo, but I have an existing Blu-ray right here. That one's kind of a Peter Pan origin story of how he meets Captain Hook, and both are enslaved by Blackbeard, aka Hugh Jackman. And then we have a biblical triple feature featuring the Book of Esther, Apostle Peter and the Last Supper, and the Book of Ruth, Journey of Faith, right here. And we have The Phantom. This is a horseback riding, purple outfit, or purple costumed superhero. And I would like to try and get it on Blu-ray as well. Then we have Phantom of the Opera, 1940, from the Universal Monsters collection. I would like to try and get that one on Blu-ray, as well as this one, The Phantom of the Opera, starring Robert Englund. This is an R-rated horror movie version, one of 2 horror movie versions that are rated R. I want to get that one on Blu-ray, and then the other horror movie version on DVD and Blu-ray. And then here's the Phantom of the Opera with Gerard Butler. I want to say Amy Rossum or Rosum, something like that, is Christine Daae. And Patrick Wilson is Raoul. And that one was a 2-disc set. Here's what disc 2 looks like right there. And then I also have the 2-disc soundtrack for that movie. Both discs look the same. I'm not sure why I just showed them both. And then I want to try and get a Blu-ray for that, as well as a DVD and Blu-ray combo pack for both the 25th anniversary stage or Broadway production of Phantom of the Opera and its sequel, Love Never Dies. I want to get both of those on DVD Blu-ray combo packs. And then moving on, we have Phase 1 videos, Man's Search for Happiness, The First Vision and the Restoration of the Priesthood, as released in 2009. And Phase 2 videos, 10 selected presentations. And then we have the Philadelphia Story in a black and white movie from 1940. Haven't seen it yet. And then we have Picture This. He was the original Firestorm in the Arrowverse. And he's the brother of Green Arrow from the Arrowverse, Stephen Amell. That's Robbie Amell. I would like to get a Blu-ray for that movie as well. Then we have The Piano Guys, Album 1. Piano Guys, Album 2. This is music. The Piano Guys, A Family Christmas. And Bonus tracks, John Schmidt. He's the piano player for the Piano Guys. The Piano Guys, their music is quite phenomenal. If you've never heard their music, a good entry point would be their Star Wars video called Cello Wars. And then moving on here, we have Pinocchio on 70th anniversary DVD Blu-ray combo pack. Here is the DVD. And here is the Blu-ray disc 1 and Blu-ray special features. The live-action Disney Plus remake of Pinocchio was actually quite good. I thoroughly enjoyed that one, if I do say so myself. And then we have The Adventures of Pinocchio. This is a live-action version, but not the Disney live-action version. So this is not the live-action remake. This is from 1997. And I would like to try and get a Blu-ray DVD combo pack for the Disney Plus one, the true live-action remake. And then we have the Pink Panther from 1963. This was the first Peter Sellers one. Then we have another one of the Peter Sellers ones, but I don't think this is the second one, but it is The Return of the Pink Panther. Then we have The Pink Panther Strikes Again from 1976. When did this one come out? This one came out in... I'll have to get back to you on that. And then we have... Oops, almost dropped it. Revenge of the Pink Panther from 1978. And then we have the first of two Steve Martin Pink Panther movies right here, as well as the second one right here. And the second one came with a bonus disc featuring 27 classic Pink Panther cartoons. There we go. So that counts for 27 of my movies, just on one disc. And I now have 4,040 something, I think. I'll get back to you on that one as well. Then we have, moving on, we have the Pirates Band of Misfits right here. A Sony Animation movie. Then we have Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, aka Pirates of the Caribbean 1, on DVD here. That is disc 1. Here is disc 2. And I have 2 slots set aside for a Blu-ray combo pack. Same as the case for Pirates of the Caribbean 2, Dead Men's Chest. Pirates of the Caribbean 3, At World's End, which I believe is the longest of all of them. And Pirates of the Caribbean 4 on Stranger Tides. I do, however, have a standalone DVD of Dead Men Tell No Tales, aka Pirates of the Caribbean 5, as well as a Blu-ray combo pack with an identical DVD and a Blu-ray. And then we have Pixar Short Films Collection Volume 1 on DVD, and then there is a Blu-ray as well, which is right there. And then we have Volume 2 on DVD and Blu-ray, as well as Volume 3 on DVD and Blu-ray. I love me some Pixar shorts, I can't help it. And then we have Pixels, which is when video games attack in the real world as extraterrestrial life. Then we have Planes. I have not yet been able to find Planes, Fire, and Rescue, but I have a space saved for it. And then we have Planet 51 and Surf's Up on a combined DVD there. I actually have 3 copies of Surf's Up. The other 2 are under S for Surf's Up because they're individual copies. And then we have Planet of the Apes 2002 starring Mark Wahlberg. And I'm not sure which version or which one where this chronologically falls. I just know that it was released in 2011, and that is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I want to try and get the rest of both franchises, both the originals and the one that's in the continuity with Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And then we have Platoon, Disc 1 and 2, and I want to try and triple format that one. And then I have a non-Disney Pocahontas movie, and I have 2 slots set aside for the Disney versions and its sequel. And then we have Point Break. The reason I got this one is because it's referenced in one of the MCU movies. It may even have been Avengers 2012. No offense, you got a mean swing, Point Break. Iron Man said that to Thor. Then we have The Polar Express on 2-disc DVD. Right there. And then we have The Haunted History of Halloween. Tongue twister. Then we have Hauntings. You'll see why these ones aren't under H soon enough. Then we have Vampire Secrets, and you'll also see why this one's not under V for Vampire. And the answer is on this page here. But we have Salem Witch Hunt, or Witch Trials, right here. And then the reason these are not under S, H, or V is because of Poltergeist, the A&E 1997 television thingy, which is followed up with Poltergeist 1 on DVD with a space for a Blu-ray. Poltergeist 2 and 3 on the same disc, reversible, which I would like to get individual Blu-rays for. And then the 2015 Poltergeist remake, which I would like to get a Blu-ray of. And then we have the Poltergeist of Borley Forest, which has no connection to the previous 4 movies at all. And let's see. Then we have a church training video, Pornography, the Great Lie, a guide for Latter-day Saint families. Practical Magic. The next are 3 identical discs for Preach My Gospel DVDs, the District 1, demonstrating principles of planning, finding, and working with members, which covers episodes 1, 2, and 3 of something. And then we have disc 2, which looks the same, but it reads training segments, your purpose, planning for and teaching a lesson, Jackie, planning for and teaching a lesson, Angie and Chris, questions of the soul, developing the faith to find, talking with everyone, finding through church activities, finding through members, Bush family, finding through members, Brown family, retaining new members, Jackie, retaining new members, Katie, working with the bishop, working with the ward mission leader, and working with the ward council and PEC. I'm not sure what that acronym stands for. And the importance of members. That was a mouthful. And then the third disc training segments include the importance of spirit in planning, key indicators, the area book, how to set goals, pray for inspiration, plan for investigations with a baptismal date, or investigators, my bad. Plan to help investigators attend church, plan to meet investigators' needs, plan to find new investigators, plan for recent converts and less active members, companionship inventory, 9 p.m. daily planning, accountability through prayer, accountability in district meeting, accountability to the district leader, accountability to the mission president, and a missionary's first companion study and planning session. I don't think I'm going to read the second disc for District 2, but the first disc for Preach My Gospel DVD is District 2. Has episodes 1, 2, and 3 for that segment. And then a whole bunch of listed training segments on Disc 2 that I'm not going to read this time. Then we have Predator 1, which has 2 slots saved for triple formatting, and that is the end of case number 10. So I'm going to go ahead and call it quits right here for now. And I will start up fresh with cases 11 through 13 either tomorrow or Friday. Today is 5/3/2023. I will be doing a May the 4th be with you type video tomorrow for some Star Wars content, because why wouldn't I? I'm a Star Wars fan. And that is it for right now. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and you guys will see me in the next video. Take care. Bye.